How was your evening?
It was all right. Well, exhausting, really. How was yours?
He was here again,
Who?
Mr. Moonbarley.
Oh, not this again.
Yes, this again. He was here and he brought Walter,
Who's Walter?
Mr. Moonbarley's son. He runs the decking station.
The decking station. Okay. And did Mr. Moonbarley take you dancing?
No, not this time.
No? I thought was the point of Mr. Moonbarley.
There's no point to Mr. Moonbarley. That's the point.
That's the point. Right.
But Walter put on a great finish
On what?
on the deck for the thirst meter. It was the only way to check the rainfall for scientific study.
Right. Great.
How did the fast date go?
It's not a fast date. It's not even a slow date.
Then what is it?
It's called speed dating.
And how did it go?
It's a parade of losers, each one worse than the one before. I recognized one of them from the 7-Eleven. He couldn't have been more than 19. Another guy claimed he owned an art gallery.
That could be good.
He didn't own an art gallery, as it turned out. He just works in a card shop, but it has some posters on the wall, some of them framed. So he calls it a gallery, an art gallery. He doesn't even own it. He just works there part-time. He said he could get me some Mother's Day cards cheap.
That'd be nice.
A Mother's Day card? Really?
You never got me a Mother's Day card.
Not really a holiday I follow. I never know when it is.
It's next week.
Is it?
Sure.
If it means that much to you, I'll get you a card.
That man can get you one cheap.
I don't really want to go on a date with him just to be able to get a knockdown price on a Mother's Day card.
Suit yourself.
His shop sells balloons, too.
I like balloons.
Everyone likes balloons, but they're really not good. They just clog up the environment and end up choking dolphins.
No, a little balloon never hurt anyone.
That's the thing. It did. It does. They do.
Balloons, no. How?
I told you, they mess up the environment. They kill animals.
Animals have nothing to do with balloons.
Never mind.
What?
I said never mind.
Who else was there?
At the speed dating, well, there was a guy who made his own kites, for flying. He was all about kites. He couldn't stop talking about kites. Kites make you feel young again. They have a long and distinguished history going back thousands of years. If it weren't for kites, man would never have learned to fly.
I never had a kite.
You didn't? Well, maybe you should go out with him.
Maybe I will.
Good. Then he can bore you to tears about kites.
I'd like that.
Great. And Millie's son was there too.
Millie Tenstall?
Yes.
Little Mason?
Well, Mason's not so little anymore, but no, his brother.
Douglas?
Yes.
Dougie Tenstall?
Yes.
What's he doing these days?
He just got released from Kendrick Stein.
He did? The loony bin?
It's not really a loony bin.
It is so a loony bin. It's where the loonies were always sent. Clemmy Mansonfield from my 10th grade class went loony, and she was sent to Kendrick Stein. It did her a world of good.
I don't know if it did Dougie a world of good. But at least he was honest about it. I felt kind of sorry for him. To tell you the truth, he kept chewing on a pencil, pretend smoking it.
Why do you do that?
I think he was nervous.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Well, there's quite a lot to be nervous about. Actually, it's a pretty stressful situation. You have 5 men, 5 women, and 5 little tables and 5 chairs, and each date lasts 5 minutes. So you have just 5 minutes to sell yourself.
Sell?
That's what it is, really. Yes, you sell yourself. You try to promote your best characteristics, putting your best foot forward, but what is that exactly? Is it that you work in a card store or are into kites or just got out of Kendrick Stein and are feeling quite a lot better, actually? What is it?
How did you sell yourself?
I told them about my flags.
That was good.
Not really. No one's interested in my flags. They pretended to listen, but only the way men are told they're supposed to listen to women. You could tell they were practically biting their teeth having to sit there and listen to a woman. Even Dougie Tenstall, who just got out of the, well, okay, a loony bin. Even he had trouble sitting still when I talked about my flags. They were all losers, really. I hate to say it, but they were. There was one guy there, must have been in his 80s. He was much too old to be there, but he was the only one I liked. He was sitting at the last table, and he was the only one who had really gotten dressed nice. He was wearing a bow tie and a corduroy suit, and he was actually kind of interesting. I liked him.
What did he talk about?
He talked about his farm. He used to have a farm where he grew cantaloupes, and he liked to go dancing at the old roadhouse.
That's Mr. Moonbarley.
No, this is a man at my speed dating session, Mom. He used to work in a stationer's.
Did you get his name?
No, but it's not Mr. Moonbarley.
I'm telling you, that's Mr. Moonbarley.
It couldn't have been Mr. Moonbarley. Apparently, Mr. Moonbarley was here with you, so he couldn't have been down at the Masonic Hall at the same time.
Yes, he can. That's just the kind of things he can do. And did he tell you about the juniper bugs?
No.
He used to catch all the juniper bugs in a jar and make juniper bug soup.
Really? No. He didn't tell me about that.
And about his son Walter, who digs nails out with his teeth?
Well, that's actually
Did he?
He did mention his son, but not about the nails.
His son Walter?
Yes. Well, yes. That's a funny coincidence. His son Walter, yes.
It's not a coincidence. That's Mr. Moonbarley. I told you.
This man had a little scar over his right eye.
That's from when he made a lightning shack to record the dumb rays. You caught the dumb rays on a lightning pole, but Mr. Moonbarley got smacked by a spring ligget when he was putting in the door. Walter was helping him with the spring ligget.
I know Walter can be more trouble than he's worth, but his heart's in the right place. I mean, this man's Walter, Mr. Moonbarley's.
It's the same Walter.
I'm going to bed, Mom. Don't stay up too late.
I won't. I'm just going to sit here and see if he comes back.
Mr. Moonbarley?
Yes, he might not, but he was going to check to see if the wind shuffle was working and get back to me.
Okay. If he comes back, will you wake me up?
Sure.
I liked him. And Walter might be
a good match for you. That's right. Mr. Moonbarley and I talk about it all the time.
That's good, Mom. That's good.
Good night. Good night.